How much to, you know, by the old bridge?
Yeah.
Just take me to the old bridge. 2-lane bridge?
Yeah.
How much?
You.
Huh?
You.
Okay, let's go.
You drive?
No, I have a Rusi 250, but dangerous to drive. I let you drive.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
I teach you.
Oh, I can drive. I have a license. I have a license.
Yeah.
But you drive. You drive.
My sister in my region.
Ah.
My sister also.
Ah. A few days ago, I spent much of the day on Mactan Island, across from Cebu City and Mandaue City. The main reason being to do a video of a condominium for sale over there. And anyway, I went wandering around. Went to Plantation Bay, a very nice resort, and they were pretty strict. I said, I want to go to a restaurant, and they said, well, if you try to do anything else, you're going to be fined. And anyway, I tried to tell the lady, well, I was wondering if I could do a little video in here, and I think there was a problem with communication, because she said, well, we don't allow video device. They might make too much noise, etc., etc. Anyway, I finally gave up. I went to a restaurant and had some. Hello, everybody sees the camera. Anyway, I walked out of there and started walking. I wanted to explore the area a little bit, but it was pretty warm. Those buildings over there are Sekyung Village residences, condominiums, and I've done videos there. That's number 1. There's number 2 also. I've done videos at several of the condominiums over here on Mactan New Town. And he very talkative guy, and he kept saying, "You can drive. I'll let you drive. I'll hold the camera." And I said, no, I don't want to drive in these crazy. As we get further into town, you'll see the crazy traffic, and I don't want to drive in this traffic. I've got a license, but I don't want to drive in the city. Something planned down there. It looks like newer road. Anyway, my plan was to take this this motorcycle taxi to the old bridge, and then I'm gonna walk across the bridge, take a video going across the bridge, and anyway, apparently some of the conversation. He's got a sister that's married to a German guy, and yeah, he just kept talking along the way. So you'll hear him in the background. I've turned the volume down quite a bit, but you'll still hear us chattering away. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. I think over 60% of the watch out there viewers are not subscribed yet. Comments, thumbs up, thumbs down, all help the algorithms. I've got over, I think, 1,400 videos up, a lot of condo reviews, traveling, cost of living, just a bunch of other stuff, weather, and medical and dental information. Anyway, we're coming up to a busy intersection that it's got traffic lights, but they're usually not really operating, and it is more efficient that way. People just go. One side gives way for a while, the other side gives way for a while, and it's pretty efficient that way. So you've got lights up there, but they're flashing red. I think the left one's flashing red, the other one's flashing yellow. So I guess that means stop and then proceed with caution. But everybody's just kind of weaving in and out, taking turns. So this is the route I took. Plantation Bay Resort is just right over here, and I had come out to the main road, and I'd start walking down back towards town. Anyway, this main road, follow that all the way, and we'll take you right across. This is the old 2-lane bridge. It's what most taxi drivers understand it to be. The old bridge or the new bridge. This newer bridge, still many years old, is 4 lanes. So you got 4-lane bridge, 2-lane bridge, and Mandaue City over here, Cebu City over here, and and you've got a third bridge, relatively new down here, that goes into the south end of Mactan Island, Cordova. This area down here is Cordova, and goes over to the south end of Cebu City area. 7.6 kilometers, it says, and about 28 minutes by car. We made it faster than that in motorbike. My motorbike driver, my hobble hobble ride is a little more aggressive than your average driver, but anyway, we survived the trip, and yeah, took about 20 minutes on this hobble hobble. I turned the camera off a couple times at traffic lights, and one thing you'll find here is that there aren't very many lights, and you got a school, no, elementary school or high school to the left there, I'm not sure. That busy intersection we go through, that is a main road that runs kind of north and south, all the length of, pretty much the length of Cebu Island, which is a long, relatively narrow island. And Mactan Island itself, along the Pacific side, the east side of the island has a lot of resorts over there. 5-star, 4-star, 3-star, 2-star, 1-star, all the whatever you want, whatever price range you would like. And a lot of these resorts, saw the camera, it says hello. A lot of these resorts have day use packages. You can just go in for the day. This condo to the left up here, I went in there and just took a little bit of video I did many years ago too. Sultana. Here you got Savers Depot grocery store, I think. Sultana was going to be, I think, an 8-building condominium, and they've only finished one tower. And it looks like I've asked a couple people, went in there and asked, and they said no, there's no more building going on. And so I've been trying to do a little research, find out what's the deal. You had this big plan to have eight towers in there, and now you built only one. And a lot of those units are Airbnb, is what I'm told. Airbnb type units, but anyway, would be interesting to find out why they haven't proceeded with the building. Mactan Island has just a tremendous number of housing developments, subdivisions, housing subdivisions, as well as condominiums. Mactan New Town, where I've done many videos, have several different condominiums there. It's kind of a business park, all by itself, right, and they've got a beach there, Mactan New Town Beach as well. Several of you have stayed at the Airbnb, the various condos there. It's not nearly as big as Cebu Business Park or IT Park over in Cebu City, as far as offerings for restaurants and all that sort of thing. As far as malls over here, there are a number of malls. Gaisano has several malls. Gaisano Island Mall, a couple of Gaisano Grand Malls. In fact, this Gaisano Grand Mall right here to the right here. If you would have taken a left, it takes you down to a housing subdivision. And you go to the right, and I'll do another video there. There's a place called Eddie's Bar. And I stopped in there and had a sandwich earlier in the day. Eddie's Bar, and there's a pizza place and a couple other eating places where foreigners tend to hang out. If you're looking for a place to meet foreigners, great place to do it. There are plans in the not too distant future to build some sort of a, not freeway, but some kind of to put some wider roads in over here. There's also plans to put a fourth bridge in on the north side, coming from the north So you don't have to go all the way into Mandaue City to cross these two basic ridges if you want to go to the airport or have other things to do on Mactan Island, which will help alleviate some of the traffic. But there are plans also to have a better road going into the airport from that north and also from the south. They've been doing a little bit of work there. But as you can see, they should have planned this, what, 40, 30, 20, 30, 40 years ago. Because how do you widen a road like this? It's going to cost you millions, billions of dollars to buy up the properties on either side of the street and widen these roads. And this is one of the major roads going from Cebu City, Mandaue City, over to the east side. So yeah, it's just a major issue. And this road turns into one way going the opposite direction, so we need to take a right here and take a couple lefts and another right. Just for a short little while there, it's one way. I occasionally have watched some traffic videos about instant karma. Instant karma. Somebody breaks a traffic law in the USA, and right away there's a policeman there, pulls them over, gives them a citation, and I just kind of laugh because there's you know there are so many rules and regulations, all good, but boy, the West, maybe they go a little over the top. They use every little thing. If you go over a lane line, that's a reason for a policeman to stop you. If you don't signal a turn, if you got a light out, and you can get pulled over for anything and everything. And boy, here there are rules, but a lot of the people don't have licenses, no training, and I don't know. It works. It works. You've got a small country with a huge population, and quite a number of years ago, with low interest rates, it became very, very, very easy to buy a car. Some places, if you've got a peso down and you got a job, you can buy a car. And many of those people didn't have a place to park them. So I think that now there are laws that say, well, if you're going to buy a car, you have to prove that you have a place to park it, because people are parking on the side of the narrow streets, and then your narrow streets become even more narrow. There's another Gaisano Grand, relatively new, down here a little bit further on the left. And there's another one, I think, over by Cordova, I believe. One of the reasons I don't like to ride in the city in the Philippines with my motorbike is I don't like, it's just too crazy. I don't like almost bumping knees with the guy next to me, guy or girl. And, they're pretty good about sharing traffic, but these guys are weaving in and out so fast. You can check your mirror and then look to your right, look to your left, and you think you're clear on your right, and somebody's already moved into that spot. When I first moved here in 2015, my first trip over here, I looked at online, looked at the options over here. See here, boy, we're just too close for comfort. And it seemed like prices were generally less expensive over here. And I think this is this Times Square? There's a place called Times Square over here. But I prefer Cebu City. I chose Cebu City, and I'm glad I did. And when I have friends come to town, they usually stay in Cebu City. 3 on a bike there. The person in the middle oftentimes doesn't have a helmet. The person on the front and back usually do. Once you get a little bit out of the main part of the city, you'll see a lot less people wearing helmets, and you'll see a lot more people sharing motorbikes. You'll see 3, 4, 5 people. There's Times Square. right there. And I think I think they're the same people that have a Times Square in Mandaue City across from Park Mall. Number of restaurants, bars over there. Yeah, here right on the left, the new Gaisano Grand Mall Plaza, and I thought they just opened in the last 6 months, but I think the guy that I rode over here with, he said, "Oh no, they've been open over a year." I don't know about that, but that's what he said. Somebody comment, let us know when they opened. And when a lot of these hobble hobble drivers, these motorbike taxis, there's three different companies that are registered, and they've got apps. See, little too close for comfort. This guy's a little bit aggressive, but interesting, friendly guy. You've got Ankus, you've got Move It, and somebody going to tell me what the third one is. Joyride, I think. And then there are a lot of these independent guys, hobble hobble drivers, and they often work in a region. They'll even have shirts or jackets that say such and such hobble hobble um, club, and they will kind of be exclusive in that area. They're the ones that they don't like other riders from different areas coming in. They'll let a rider bring somebody in, but they don't want that rider from another region uh, picking up any of their passengers, leaving their protected territories. Put it like that. That's kind of how I understand it. I always ask how much. The ones I use on a regular basis that hang out around my condominium, I know them, they know me, and I paid them a fair wage for the trip. And that building coming up there, that is Crown Regency Lapu Lapu. Lapu Lapu is one of the Tri-Cities, Cebu City, Mandaue City, Lapu Lapu City, which is on Mactan Island. Nice place. I've done a video there many years ago. One of my subscribers stayed there, invited me over. My observation that generally the three motorbike registered companies will charge you less. Go on their app. Generally, you get a lower rate than you will the independent guys. And now my driver, for some reason, he thinks he's going to take a left here, and I corrected him. I said, no, no, no. The bridge I want to get off at is straight ahead, and he's going to just about clip a vehicle up here as we go forward. I think I mentioned in the previous video that our PLDT internet service has been down. They sent a notice out that we could be without service for up to 36 hours. Well, it's been long past 36 hours and still no internet. Now I'm using the data on my phone with Globe. I buy for 250 pesos, about $5 US. For 2 weeks, I get, I think, 15 gigabytes of data just to use, and then another 15 gigabytes just if I want to watch YouTube or HBO or several other sites as well. And so that last time we were down for over 2 weeks, I had to renew that deal, but another 250. It's a decent deal. It's not that much, but even the Globe Internet off my phone, having it tethered to my laptop, has been slow and on again, off again today too. So it's not always reliable likewise, but such is life in the Philippines. So I'm getting close to the bridge where I'm going to get off this main road down here. If you take a right, you go over towards the airport. If you take a left, you go over towards bus terminal and the market over there. Anyway, thanks for coming along. Stay safe. Safe travels.